Thank you so much.
Welcome to Affinity Intercultural Lecture Series. I'm Barry Unsworth, former New South Wales Premier and recently a member of the Affinity Advisory Board. I'd like to begin by respectfully acknowledging the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation as the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which we stand. We pay our respects to their elders, both past and present. Welcome to you all. For those who are attending an Affinity event for the first time, allow me to briefly introduce you to the organisation. Affinity was formed by a group of young Australian Muslims in 2000 and incorporated in 2001. Their aim is to promote multiculturalism and foster intercultural and interfaith dialogue by building bridges between different parts of our society. Since its inception, Affinity has organised international study tours, academic conferences, cultural exhibitions, Ramadan iftar dinners and government-sponsored projects, Saturday barbecues and Sunday brekkies, and the International Festival of Language and Culture, amongst other activities. Each event provides ample networking opportunities, so the circle of Affinity supporters grows each time and helps Affinity work in partnership with different segments of society. We have another great program for you today. Our keynote speaker is Dr. Tim Soutphommasane, Race Discrimination Commissioner, and today's program will be facilitated by Philippa McDonald. Before I hand over to Philippa, I'd like to briefly introduce her. Philippa is a senior reporter at the Australian Broadcasting Corporation. She's been responsible for reporting many of the big news stories in Australia and overseas for ABC News for more than 2 decades. Philippa has covered terrorism, earthquakes, politics, human rights, aviation disasters, a lot of crime, an array of important social issues, and the arts. Philippa's reporting has taken her all over Australia, New Zealand, Indonesia, China, Thailand, Myanmar, Cambodia, the Philippines, Britain, India, and Fiji. Most recently, Philippa has been the face of the ABC's coverage of the Royal Commission into Child Sexual Abuse, bushfires in Western New South Wales, and the anniversary and government apology for the Granville train disaster. Philippa's stories are currently featured on ABC News, ABC Radio, ABC Digital, and Australia-wide. She's recently worked on Australian Story, and her stories have been featured on Lateline, 7:30, and Foreign Correspondent. In the past few years, Philippa has been a Vice President of the Media, Entertainment and Arts Alliance, the Chair of the Trustees of the Walkley Foundation, and a Director of the Media Safety and Solidarity Fund. Philippa was awarded a fellowship to the University of Oxford's Reuters Institute for the Study of Journalism. She's also the recipient of a United Nations Association Media Peace Prize and her team's investigation into the plight of the Karen refugees. Please welcome Philippa McDonald to the microphone.